In chapter 13 of Oliver Twist, Jack Dawkins confesses to Fagin that the police have Oliver. Gang member Bill Sykes arrives, followed by his dog, essentially a canine version of his brutal master. Sykes and Fagin worry that Oliver will say something that will lead the police to them. They realize that they must retrieve Oliver, but neither the men nor the boys are willing to endanger their own selfish freedom by doing so. Sykes then insists that Nancy go. Nancy is one of the few characters in Oliver Twist who's layered and who develops as the novel progresses. Readers don't know her very well, but it's clear that she's resilient and quick thinking. Nancy acts the part of a woman looking for her little brother and heads to the police station asking about Oliver. Her perpetually soiled, untidy dress is hidden beneath a clean white apron, and her hair has curl papers with a straw bonnet. She carries a basket and a door key. Now, all of these are outward signs of respectability that show cleanliness, tidiness, owning possessions, and a safe home with a lock on the door. When Nancy returns from the station, she reports that the gentleman whose handkerchief was stolen actually took Oliver back to his house. Fagin sends Nancy and Jack to find Oliver and bring him back. In chapter 14 of Oliver Twist, when Oliver recovers, Mr. Brownlow invites him to his study, where they discuss Oliver's future. Oliver learns that the people Mr. Brownlow loves mostly are dead. Just as Oliver is about to tell the story of his life, a visitor arrives, Mr. Grimwig, an old friend of Mr. Brownlow. When Oliver leaves the room, Mr. Grimwig asks whether Mrs. Bedwin tallies the silver, finding it likely that some might turn up missing, implying he thinks Oliver may be a little thief. Later, Mr. Brownlow asks Oliver to come to him in the morning to continue their conversation, and Oliver, feeling scrutinized harshly by Mr. Grimwig, is slow to reply. Mr. Grimwig takes this as an indication that Oliver is lying, which infuriates Mr. Brownlow. Soon, a packet of books is delivered. Mr. Brownlow realizes they have not been paid for, and that he has books that need to be returned. Oliver is dispatched to the booksellers to attend to these matters. Brownlow specifically sends Oliver on this errand to prove to his friend that Oliver is a good kid and not a thief. Mr. Grimwig warns his friend that with new clothes, a parcel of valuable books, and money, Oliver will join his old friends the thieves and laugh at you. If ever that boy returns to this house, sir, I'll eat my head. Mr. Grimwig really has a way with words. The two men sit, waiting as the night falls.